Welcome to Writer Talks. I'm Elizabeth Ann Atkins, and every week I interview the winners of the short story contest here at Two Sisters Writing and Publishing. Well, this week our guest had to reschedule, so I'm here to share some really exciting news with you. I'm going to share how to enter our short story contest that can ultimately result in you being published in our annual anthology of international short story winners. Our so far we've published two anthologies. We have two more in the works, so there's a total of four. So we had 2018, 2019, 2020, and we're working on 2021 right now. And then the first one was in 2017. Very exciting. We have writers all around the world, and I've interviewed many of them here on the show. So that could be you. Really, really awesome opportunity to get published, to get promoted, to be interviewed, to share your brilliant writing with the world. And guess what? Right now it is Pride Month, and we have an ongoing theme throughout 2021 called Your Voice Deserves to Be Heard. It's about diversity. And so we've had all different themes each month. And so for June, which is Pride Month, we have LGBTQ. So we are eagerly seeking submissions from you, your stories, anything you'd like to write. So what I want to show you is how to submit and then have your opportunity to be published. So let me walk you through it. First, go to twosisterswriting.com. That is our website, twosisterswriting.com. And then you will notice at the top on the menu, go to Call for Submissions. Click on that. And as I said, your voice deserves to be heard. We want to be your megaphone. We want to publish you in our next anthology. So we're looking for the best diverse voices 2021. Our 2021 anthology will be dedicated to diverse voices. We're taking a break from regular short stories this year and instead focusing on nonfiction, because if we learned anything from 2021, we learned that truth is stranger than fiction. So what I want to do is show you all the categories. Very importantly, we're all about diversity and inclusion and equity here at Two Sisters Writing and Publishing, celebrating diverse voices in writing, because Catherine and I actually started our writing careers by writing our own stories as mixed race women into American literature because we didn't see ourselves represented. So we want to give you that opportunity. We want to give your voice and your truth, the power of the pen. So we want to know, what's your truth? What's your experience? What's it like to be you? What's your unique perspective? Now, here's the super cool thing. Before, we were only accepting short stories with certain themes, right? Each month had a different theme, like erotica or magical realism. So now we're accepting a story, an essay, a narrative, a poem, a scene, a conversation, a critique, a criticism, a play, a short fiction, a memoir, a dialogue, a dream, a stream of consciousness. Share what it's like to be me through a lens of philosophy, social justice, feminist critique, culture, politics, climate, environment, equity, inclusion, race and ethnicity, gender, gender identity, gender expression, sex, sexual orientation, socioeconomic status, language, culture, national origin, religious commitments, age, dis or ability status, political perspective, race, color, national origin, age, marital status, religion, height, weight, or veteran status. And we want to thank the University of Michigan's Defining Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion for this comprehensive list. So in January, we opened our contest to older adults, 60 plus. February was African American writers. March, people of color and Indigenous people. April, people with physical disabilities. May, immigrants. Now it's June, LGBTQ and gender. So what you'll do is, and we have July is TBA announced, and then the other months we haven't yet. So click on June if this interests you. Click on June. And then you'll see that the contest ends on July 1st, and it costs $6 to enter just as a small administrative fee. And then I already read through all this. Very importantly, multiple submissions will be submitted from authors, but we request that your piece is previously unpublished. If your work is accepted for publishing elsewhere before our call for entries closes, please withdraw your story. So here's a little information about the submission guidelines. Share your stories 400 to 4,000 words max. We'll choose 3 winners every month, and all of the winners will be published on our website on our Winning Writers Stories section. So your picture, your story, and a short bio with like a link to your website or your Twitter handle or whatever you want to put. You can all put all that there. And the winners also get interviewed on Writer Talks, this show, which broadcasts on YouTube, and people everywhere can watch you and me talking about writing. And if you watch any of the other shows, please check them out. It's really fun. Every writer offers unique tips, and it's just a wonderful experience to talk about one of our favorite topics and learn from each other and create a community of writers all supporting and celebrating each other. So, more info. After the final contest in December of 2021, all winning 2021 stories will be published in Sea Castle, our international anthology. We have a super cool new cover. It's got like a mer creature reading a book. We announced it on our other show, 10,000 Things, with our graphic designer, Micah Blacklight, who created this awesome vision. And so that's going to be 2020, 2019, and then 2020 has a similar cool mer creature doing something different. So we're having a lot of fun with it. And like we want you to do, we're letting our creativity just fly, and it's awesome. So here's some more official contest rules. 3 winning stories per month. They will all be featured on our website and included in the 5th annual Two Sisters Writing and Publishing Anthology, Sea Castle in 2022. I just love the way that sounds, 2022. The length again is 400 words to 4,000 words. Now, the sky's the limit with your creativity. Last week, I interviewed an author, John McNamara, whose winning short story literally was 1 sentence. It's called Alice. It's on the website. It's really good. So you can just be as wild and free as you want to be with your writing. We love that. So multiple entries by one author are permitted. So previously unpublished work only. Again, if you submit and you win somewhere else or get accepted, you have to withdraw your story. So it's not, you're not, so that's just one of our rules. Entry fees at $6 is non-refundable. The deadline is the last day of the month. Winners are announced the following month. The format needs to be double spaced with 1-inch margins in PDF format. All decisions made by the judges regarding the winners are final, and you must be 18 years old to enter or older, because there's a legal document, the release forms and all that stuff you have to sign yourself. So you must be 18 years or older to enter our contests. The winner will be required to sign a release, an affidavit of eligibility, attesting that you own the copyright to the work. Very important. And by entering this, you agree to all the contest rules. This is void where prohibited, and we do not accept previously published stories or stories that are scheduled for publication elsewhere. And this is really cool. Writers always retain the copyright to your work. If you have any more questions, please do send us an email. You can email me at elizabeth@twosisterswriting.com. We'd love if you also subscribe to our website so you can get announcements and participate in all the wonderful e-blasts that we share about writing and all the announcements that we have coming up about some very exciting things. Please also follow us on Twitter at Two Sisters Writing, and that's at the number 2 Sisters Writing. You can also go to our Facebook page, Two Sisters Writing and Publishing. You can also follow me on Twitter at Elizabeth Atkins. We're also on Instagram, Two Sisters Writing. And obviously, we're here on YouTube. So your voice deserves to be heard. It's Pride Month, and our Your Voice Deserves to Be Heard contest is all about LGBTQ and gender. And as I described, you are free to write fiction, nonfiction, whatever your heart is telling you to write and submit and possibly get published in our 2022 International Anthology. I'm Elizabeth Ann Atkins. I'm super excited that you joined me here. Hey, you know what? I want to show you something. I want to go back and show you the place on our website where we feature our authors. Watch this. See this? Winning stories. Okay, so these are our most recent winning stories. Leslie Mazungo has done tons of winning stories. Dr. Mary Clark is amazing. She just has her story won. I mean, you can read a little line from it and it's just like, oh my gosh, this is so freaking good. I love this writing. It's so good. It's so exciting. We have Azar Amian. He's in South Africa. I interviewed Kendall Klim. He is in Connecticut. He's a retired dancer who turned to writing. Mackenzie Taston was phenomenal talking about her writing. Richard Zarek talked about how his comic book collection really inspires him. Like everybody, oh, and Leslie talked about how her hobbies inspire her writing and give her a really rich general knowledge base to draw from when she's writing. So every person, Dr. Clark has tremendous expertise as well. So every person brings to the story that they write some interesting facet of their life, their career, their personal experiences, and it's really fun. So when we get together on Writer Talks, which when you win, you get to be a guest, we talk about all the writing rhythm and lifestyle and craft and groups and critiques and publishing and rejection and why we write, what we write. It's just phenomenal. So please do join our mission here at Two Sisters Writing and Publishing to celebrate diverse voices. We love to read your stories, we love to showcase you, and we love to share your work with the world. So please do join. Remember, go to twosisterswriting.com, click on call for submissions, and click here to submit. We work with all of the submissions are made on submittable.com. So it's a really wonderful way to manage the submissions. And so you will get familiar with that. And it's all very simple and self-explanatory. So thank you for joining me here. You remember your voice deserves to be heard, and we want to be your megaphone and publish you in our next anthology. So we're looking for the best diverse voices of 2021. And right now in Pride Month, that means LGBTQ and gender. So we look forward to seeing your stories. I'm Elizabeth Ann Atkins of Two Sisters Writing and Publishing. Catherine and I founded our company 5 years ago. We've published 28 books so far, and we're super excited to welcome you into our community where you too can be part of our anthologies and our shows and our mission to celebrate you as a writer. So please do follow us on Twitter, give me a thumbs up for the video, subscribe to the channel, and also check out all our books on our website, including the 2 anthologies. So happy writing, happy reading, and I hope I'll be reading your short stories very soon. Be well.